That's cool.
Oh, man, I am so happy. You can see my eyes have just lit up. Why? Because the boys are back in town. Overdrive TV kicks off on Expresso for 2014. Chiro and Gav.
Hey,
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year to you.
Welcome,
Good
guys.
morning.
I want it to be known that Gav is still on holiday, all right? So if he just nods off in the middle of this, okay?
Yeah, just carry on.
Just as we were. Well, we couldn't have hoped for a better start to the year of motorsport than the Dakar Rally.
Traditionally kicks us off in the new year, yeah.
It is pretty much the only thing that I look forward to in January, actually, is the Dakar Rally after the sort of binge fest that is the festive season. But if you're not familiar with this absolutely insane motoring event, it's been going on since 1977, and it does not happen in Dakar anymore. Due to terrorist threats, it now happens on the continent of South America.
Yes, it is, yeah. This year it's going through Argentina, Bolivia and Chile, and they do 5,000 kilometers in 14 days, which is just ludicrous. That's not even, that would be ludicrous on tarred roads. And this is
I was going to say, it's what those 5,000 kilometers are being done on.
Exactly, just these
nothing,
vast desert
pretty much.
expanses and rocks. It really is. And so it starts off in Rosario in Argentina, then it goes through Bolivia and finally ends up in Valparaiso in Chile.
Yeah.
So,
Now, make no mistake, this is one of the world's most dangerous sporting events. I mean, it's putting man and machine to the ultimate test of endurance. And we'll focus on the South African participants this year and just showing you how brutal this race is. We've already lost two of our hopefuls.
No, when we say lost, just out of the race.
They're just out of the race,
people do get
They're going
lost.
to be okay. So Chris Visser and Jaapie Badenhorst in a Team Ford Ranger, they rolled in the dunes really heavily. Visser had to get helicopter extracted to hospital. He's since been released, which is a good sign.
Great news,
and we wish them all the best on their travels.
You'd think
back
rolling
home.
on dunes would be soft, but believe me, it isn't. Yeah. And, so then we've got Leroy Poulter, who races for the local Toyota Rally team. He's out there in his works Toyota Hilux. So he was doing really well. He avoided a whole bunch of rocks where everyone else drove into them. But that was all changed overnight. You were telling me, Chief.
Yeah, exactly. It just shows you how your fortunes can change in this rally. So stage 3, he finishes third, top of the moon. He's a Dakar rookie. This must have been like the moment of his
Like
life.
the yellow jersey.
Yeah. Stage 4 breaks a shock, he's out. That's it. So he will become a fast support vehicle for the other Toyota Hilux driven by Geniel de Villiers.
And of course, he's our bright, shining hope, and he is a stalwart.
He's an absolute veteran of the event, and he is currently suffered a few punctures, but he was in 13th place, and now he's running 6th overall. Yeah.
Funnily enough, 6th overall. He's managed to hold on to that. Yesterday also had a very tough day. Broke his power steering. He was challenging for the stage win, but he ended up coming home in 13th.
I
But
wonder how
they'll
those
fix
arms
that.
are feeling today.
Those forearms on the desert sand without power steering, his forearms, he's feeling them today.
Yep,
and then
exactly.
if you think the rally's insane, then it gets slightly more insane when you decide to do it on a motorbike. I actually don't understand the mental process of why someone would do that to themselves. You're basically navigating for yourself. You're doing everything on your own.
Yep.
And we've got one guy on the bike, Rian van Niekerk, on a KTM.
Yep.
He's doing well. He's currently in 12th place.
Yeah, that he was in 12th place, sadly. So last night...
You like the Grinch that stole Christmas?
I'm really sorry.
Guy,
So,
come
no,
on.
I mean, last night, so now I know that, I mean, obviously with the time zone differences, I've got to keep track of where stage 4 finishes. So last night at about 11 o'clock at night, Leroy Poulter still wasn't home, and Van Niekerk and his compatriot Brett Cummings had just made it home. So Van Niekerk got lost. So he's now running in 22nd place. He dropped 10 places overall. And Brett Cummings, this is a man who is on his own out there.
He is the eye.
He is the team, Brett Cummings. There is no one else out there. So he's in the Malimoto class, but he's doing quite well. He's jumped from 56th place overall to 33rd place overall.
And second in his class.
Yeah, second in his class.
Okay, as we quickly wrap up, what sort of a time difference, because this is the one thing that always gets me when you hear the time away from the leader, how much is a big enough gap to kind of get that lead quickly?
Sure, I would say if you've got half an hour on the next guy, you're doing quite well. But the thing is, anything can happen.
It's so random that you can break a shock and you're out for 3 hours.
You can get 6 punches.
Exactly,
Peter
Peter Ansel suffered 6 punches, correct.
All right, boys. Well, great to have you back. We're going to take a look at some motoring trends a little bit later in the show. It is awesome to have you back for a brand new The lads from Overdrive TV back in studio. And we'll keep you updated on the Dakar Rally as it progresses.